In this video, I will show you how to create an MSI installer for a Revit Addin. Here I am in Visual Studio. I already have my project set up, and the first thing that you're going to do to create this MSI installer is to hit right click on your solution and add a new project. Here you need to have the setup project extension installed in your Visual Studio. I will show you. You go to extensions, manage extensions once that you have your project opened, and you will write here in the search bar setup. And here you should find Microsoft Visual Studio installer projects 2022. This is the installer. You install it, and once that you have done that, you can hit right click on your solution, then add, then new project. You find the setup project here, and you hit next. You give it the name. In my case, Be My Q's Addin setup project. Great. And this creates a new project. Here it is. Be My Q's setup project. Addin setup project. The process here is very easy. You go to application folder, you hit right, you first are going to do this. You first are going to go to the project, and you're going to modify its properties. The first property that you're going to modify, in my case, I am not a very experienced developer. I am doing it in x64 in a simple manner. I will say that yeah, that's enough. I think, yeah, that's enough. Perfect. You continue to your file system to see your setup project. Then you're going to go to the application folder, and you're going to move to properties of the application folder, properties windows of the application folder. And here is the key step. This was the main problem that I had when I was creating or researching for creating the MSI file. My recommendation is this. You're going to go to your local disk, then you're going to move to users, to your particular user, to the app data file, to roaming, to Autodesk, then to Revit, then to Addins, then to 2024. That this is the version of my Revit Addin. And in this folder, you probably don't have anything because you don't have Addins installed, or you have the Addins that you have chosen. But the important part is this. You're going to copy the file path of this folder, and you're going to paste it here. But please notice the following. Here you're going to put application data, into square brackets, and also roaming. These two folders are going to go in these settings. Let me check this up. Let me check this up in other project that I have open over here to see if that is correct. Yeah, you will put, but it is not called app data folder. App data. You will write app data folder. Let me go back to my previous project. Let me go back to my previous project, is this one. And in application folder properties, you will write not application data, but application data folder. This is the way that you're going to write it. This is totally crucial. Here I will just add files. I will go to the to the DLLs, once that you have compiled your application and you have your Addin .addin extension file that tells Revit which DLL to find, you will open them and put it in the Addin in this folder. That is where you are going to compile. And here I'm going to create a folder that will be called IMG. That's the folder where I will paste all my images. Inside of that folder, I will add files, and the files are the images that I have chosen for my Addin. All of these images. Okay, open, there they are. And actually we are already set up. The next thing that we are going to do is only to compile it. I have already the project advancing here, and I'm going to build it. When I build it, it says it's okay. Now I'm going to go to BeamIQs, my folder. Here I have the project, and because I compiled it in debug mode, I have here the project MSI. And it is so simple. This is the file that will install your Addin in Revit. You execute it, you hit next, and look, this will find the exact location of your Revit Addins folder inside of the app data folder in your computer. And this is the important part of this, because you need to jump over this folder. This folder is variable. For example, in this computer, this folder is called PC, but in my previous computer it is called user, and in other computers it will have the name of the user. So you can jump over this folder, writing app data in that manner, in the manner that I showed you here, in application folder properties, writing inside of square brackets, you write app data folder, close the square brackets, then backward slash, and inside of square brackets you will write roaming. You will say roaming is unnecessary, but I tested a couple of times, no, actually many times, and when I omit the square brackets in roaming, here it writes roaming twice, 2 times writes roaming, and it prevents the correct installation. So you must not do that. You should write it as I told you. So I will install it, and you will see that the DLLs are going to be installed in here. I will hit next, and it will install them. Okay, perfect. Here are the DLLs, and I can hit close. Here is my Revit Addin. I'm going to open Revit, so you can see that the Addin is loaded, and actually this is so great. I am so thrilled about this. Actually, that step of jumping over the particular user folder was hard to figure out. Yeah, I open Revit. It doesn't ask for permission to load the Addin because I have loaded before. I open a new project, and here is the Addin of BeamIQs. This is the current state of our Addin. So this is great. Yeah, this is great.